Hi, dude.
You look like Stevie Wonder with the glasses on.
What kind of mood I'm on?
I think your eyes are probably red. I think your eyes are red. I think your eyes are red from Labor Day.
A little bit, but yeah, I'm allergic to my $800 dog, which I want to get rid of, or maybe not see the next day.
You paid $800 for a dog?
Shut up. My sister paid $5,000 for her dog, so I'm okay.
I'll find you a dog in West Palm here for like $50. I'll just go snatch one up.
Yeah, as in you're just pocketing $50. Yeah. All right, so.
Well, Perry, you have to know the story about Paul buying my family a dog, first of all.
Yeah. Now let's go on with our podcast, buddy.
Yeah, you realize we're recording this, right? So, okay.
All right.
Welcome to the AFC East by NAFCo. I'm Perry. This is Paul. We also have Jeff in the Dolphins jersey here, wearing a shirt, weirdly enough. We're sponsored, though, by West PA Systems, your 21st century solution to your electrical needs. And today we are actually kind of meeting on a special place. We have P&P at the P.
Pulaski.
At Pulaski in DuBois, Pennsylvania. And it's Perry and Paul here. And Jeff, of course, is in the Miami area. So he's a ways away at his humble abode. Now, today is a special day, though, because we're starting out officially. This is going to be season 2 of the podcast. And we're working on a lot of technical stuff, getting video. We're prepping to have video on the podcast soon. We're kind of experimenting with that today, but this is going to be audio only today. Now, a lot to cover, though. I can tell Paul's chomping at the bit to cover something. What do you want to say, Paul? We're going to start off right now with the actual football.
Well, actually, what we're going to do today, our format's going to be, we're going to talk over general of each team and what they're getting to this point for the game. Then we're going to do our picks next week live at our tailgate party, the NAFCo AFC East party.
All right. Yeah. So that's the thing, too, though. I mean, we should really be talking about next week at this point. Do you want to tell them? I mean, it's your house.
Well, it's my lawn.
It's your lawn.
It's my wife's house, but it's my lawn. So, anyway, no, we're going to have a live band. It's going to be fantastic. We're going to have clowns. We're going to have a drum and bugle corps. Okay, maybe not, but we're going to have a live band, and it's going to be like a traditional tailgate party. It's like you drive up to the Bills or Pittsburgh or any stadium, you're going to have a tailgate party. So we're going to have like 3 lots left over, and we're going to have everything all set and like your traditional tailgate. It's going to be fun with a live band.
So, yeah, I mean, I'm pretty pumped for it. You're going to have live band and also a clown, you said?
A clown.
A clown. And that's very Paul. Like, okay.
Well, you sitting there and you're thinking, what more can I add to this tailgate?
Paul, you're gonna have a porta potty too, actually, because there's gonna be so many people there for porta potties.
Yeah, I appreciate you. Yes, I am.
Yes, you
side
are.
of my house wouldn't work out. I tried to do at my house. Wife wouldn't like that. So I did purchase a porta potty for the event.
So that's solidifies things. So I'm pretty excited for it. The thing is, though, like that's going to be next week on the 12th. Like we're less than a week away. It's 6 days away.
We'll be doing our picks between 12 and 12:30. Then we're going to watch the game and leave us alone.
Yeah. So but we're going to be right before then. We're going to have it, and we're going to go. We're hoping to have it live on Facebook, and we'll touch base more on that and have links out there throughout the week. Be that as it may, we actually have pretty much a whole off season to discuss here between us. I mean, we're not probably going to be able to cover the entire off season, but we got to touch our main points here tonight.
Well, yeah, we can go team by team.
Yeah.
Top on the list is Miami. I did some research, extensive research. I spent probably 500 hours on the Miami Dolphins.
Why are you so worried about Miami?
Well, I picked the least team that I'm scared about. How about that? So I'm going to start
Okay.
with them.
Less scared of them than the Jets.
Well, I have a Jets part too, but Miami Dolphins.
Well, you
had
have to
some
tell them we're rivals first of all. So I mean, you got the Buffalo Miami Dolphin rivalry, so it is what it is. Go ahead, Paul.
The underlying tone, though, is that he just basically said he's afraid of the Patriots.
Well, anyway, good talk. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys next week. And what? My kitchen's closed for wings tonight. Anyway, that's a different story. Bad news for Miami today. You've had a tight end, Adam Sheehan is not their best tight end, but he's like their second best tight end. He's on the COVID list. He won't make the game. Their guard, Tyrone Austin Jackson, he's on a COVID list. This could be a trend of a bunch of stuff happening for Miami. You can have a bunch of players pop up and not show up for the New England game this week at 4:30. So,
well, I wanted to ask you about that because last year, do you remember the game where one team, I think it was Denver, didn't even have a quarterback because once one quarterback got infected, the whole quarterback room was affected. Is that not in play this year? Because they haven't really said anything about that. I think the rules are changed now on that.
You got COVID, and anybody you're next to's got COVID. So that's how it is this year.
So we have no tight end. So we have no tight ends next week because they haven't really announced that yet.
You get tested once a week if you've been vaccinated. It was get tested every 2 weeks if you're vaccinated, but if you're vaccinated, everybody gets tested at least once a week. So I don't know. I know Adam Sheehan has not taken the vaccine for a fact, but I don't know about Austin Jackson. And Austin, you know what's really, really important? What's bad about that? Austin Jackson is on the left side. He's a guard. And what makes him work is Miles Gaston running back. I mean, that's your workhorse for your offense because your quarterback's not throwing $400 games yet. So,
right.
Miles Gaston is your boy, man. He's your boy. He doesn't have a guy to run behind.
I have a response for that too, as far as protection for our O-line too. So I'm not worried about two players being out. I'm worried about the whole tight end core being out, and that might be seen in the next couple of days. So if that's how they're going to play the COVID card, like if a whole room is infected, then that could really affect a lot of teams, like it did last year with Denver. And then you talk about rescheduling and all that again. So
Gesicki's fine. We'll wait. Hopefully he doesn't get anything. Or I'm sure they're all being tested a lot now. So
right,
I'm just
right.
that's the problem going on right now. I want to give also a side note. This is an Alabama game against New England. This is a Alabama quarterback going against another Alabama quarterback. Which is going next week against an Alabama coach who basically coached Tua. So it's a lot of Alabama flowing around next week or so.
Well, Alabama is like the 33rd team of the NFL. We know that, correct? I mean,
sometimes better than
they have so many picks that come out. It's ridiculous. Which is another point we'll get to on why Tua succeeds, why these other quarterbacks succeed. Was it the system they came from Alabama, or are they really a good quarterback in the NFL?
Okay. Well,
just to say on that, if they're an NFL quality team, then they're playing with NFL quality players. We'll go to Tua. I have a whole bunch of defense for Tua because that's everybody's whole thing. Why are we looking at Deshaun Watson? We'll get to that. But go ahead and finish your thing, and then we'll hit all these things because I got all my defense lined up.
Yeah, Jeff.
I'm Johnny Cochran tonight, baby.
Jeff.
If the glove don't fit,
you must be quit.
I will get OJ off tonight, baby.
Jeff, unfortunately, we don't have the time. We're doing an abbreviated show today because we're doing another show equals this next week.
Are we doing abbreviated? We don't have to be that abbreviated.
I don't know.
I'm not really running on a deadline myself. You are the most of anybody here because you have to work in the morning.
Yes, I do.
So I guess there is that.
So talk your Buffalo Bills and talk your Josh Allen and talk your. Go ahead and spill it, and we'll give you 5 minutes of uninterrupted context. Go.
Buffalo's great. Okay, that's it.
Well, that's the thing. And that's what I said when we ended when we did our draft special was welcome to boring off seasons when you're doing well, because basically you get the 30th draft, 32nd pick in the draft, and then you're like stuck with basically like no moves. But the thing is, that's the good thing. Your biggest move is that they backed the Brinks truck up to Josh Allen.
Let me finish off Miami. Let me finish off.
I got you.
Let me finish off Miami.
Okay.
Say Tua sucks. Next 4 games. Watson is not going to jail until next year, and he's still around and on the roster for Houston, inactive. They're keeping him, but Tyrod Taylor is playing for Houston this week, so Watson is inactive going into the game. What happens? He's sitting there, and Tua's stinking up the place. I'll leave that to you guys.
I'm totally going to defend the Tua thing in a little bit when it's my turn to. Just a quick answer is we have Jacoby Brissett that came from Indianapolis, who I believe also played a little bit for the Patriots, who is a proven NFL quarterback. He's legit. He had a great preseason, so I'm not really scared about if Tua might fail, or I don't think he's going to fail, but if he does, we have a legitimate backup. We'll get into the stats and everything because Josh Allen was not the damn show his first fucking year either. So let's just get that out of the way. Herbert had a great year last year. This is Tua's year, and I agree.
There's no FCC regulations. F-word.
Really?
It's his first year as a legitimate starting quarterback, and let's just go with it. Like, let's just see what happens. We got the 2 toughest teams in the freaking league to go against 1 and 2. You know what I'm saying? Let's just go with it. Let's see what happens. He's not going to be perfect. He's a rookie. We're going to go with it.
My research, buddy. We'll see.
All right. Tua had a better first year than Josh Allen did, actually. So
action is Paul.
Okay, I can. Okay,
the first year and second year are huge.
I'm trying to light Paul here. We're doing an experimental video here, and I'm trying to light Paul with my cell phone cam, and of course, it's like next thing you know,
Paul's a Washington football team fan. He's so dark right now.
Oh my God, Jeff. I don't think that one was. Oh boy, if we had bosses, if we were on CBS.
I like that Penn State for Gesicki, baby.
So we're gonna like the video. I can tell. Nobody can see that, but Paul's flashing his Penn State jersey over at Jeff here.
We are.
All right, you got 2.5 minutes left on the clock. Go ahead, Paul. Tell me how great Buffalo is this year.
I'm good. I did my Miami speech. Okay.
Are you going to the Super Bowl this year? Are you going to beat Tom Brady?
Just ask Sports Illustrated. Just ask ESPN. Just ask pretty much half of the press out there. Buffalo's going to the Super Bowl.
All right, a quick answer, Perry.
Really, my comments right here. Bill Stadium. That's my comment. The new stadium. That's it.
I want to hear what you have to say about that because I'm gonna admit I've lost track of where I knew there was the discussion about them going to Austin. We might as well just talk about that now. I feel like if you know because. Well, you're bringing it up, and Austin. There was that talk about them moving to Austin, but
if you have an up and coming Super Bowl team, you're going to go and throw the line out there to go and pressure New York State and the county to go and pay for a new stadium. You don't go when they're 2-16, 2-14. You don't push them for that. You push them when you're going to the Super Bowl to go and get a new stadium and have them pay for it. You go on the high. You go on the high. You don't go on the low.
Yeah, but what about the Oakland Raiders? They go on the low all the time. They've done it like 3 times.
Oakland is like Dallas. They're like Miami. They're like New York. They always get what they want because they're the highest markets. Always. And the highest jersey sales. They're up. They can get whatever they want, whenever they want.
Oakland's the high
as far
market.
as money.
My prediction, you get a stadium.
But the name brand.
The name brand is big.
Yeah, the name brand. I mean, they're a $4 billion team. Buffalo's a $2 billion team or less.
You get a stadium when you win the Super Bowl. That's when you get a stadium.
Well, okay.
You don't get it before.
60,000 seat, 80 suite stadium.
Right.
So, which means I'm priced out of going to the games.
Okay, but it won't be in Buffalo anymore either. It's going to get moved.
Park, I know exactly where it's going. It's lot 4. I know where it's at. So,
and your ticket prices are going through the roof to help offset everything. Everything's new.
I was going to go to the Houston game this year, bring the family and the whole deal and the hotel and all that stuff. Will cost me $1,000 to go. So hence, that's why I'm spending less than half that for our tailgate party next week.
So do you guys want a new stadium, or do you want to keep your core fan base who can afford it, like the blue collar guys?
It was built in 1972, bud. I mean, yeah, it's like the oldest stadium. 72. You guys weren't born.
Yeah, I was.
So it was built then.
It was 20 years before my birth.
Their last renovation was in 97. So
see, I'm always for renovating the old stadiums, but 1972 I feel like is not that old to renovate. Like Fenway Park, I think Fenway Park is great. I know I'm converting sports, but like Soldier Field, they did a great job renovating Soldier Field, for instance.
Well, they just built the outside of it.
That's all you need to do to renovate those and make. And there's facilities inside that makes the lives for the players and the staff much better as well. It happens in the interior that the fans don't get to see. They did that to Fenway, and they've done that to Wrigley, in baseball. But Soldier Field got a nice one, as well as I would say, Lombardi. No, not Lombardi. Sorry, my brain's doing a thing. Green Bay. My brain's doing a thing. Name the Green Bay Packers field. Lambeau.
Yep.
Yeah, that Lambeau got a pretty decent renovation too. So I see renovation can be really nice. Oh. You know who really benefited from a recent renovation? The Miami Dolphins.
Yep.
So they had a huge renovation. But I think a lot of that had to do with jealousy with the Marlins, by the way. Because that the Marlins was a shit show in 2012. But that's a whole other thing.
Perry, have you been to South Florida?
No, no. The closest I've gotten is Orlando, and that was in 2004.
Okay. Come to South Florida, even come for kickoff. Like this weekend, it's going to be 95 degrees plus, okay?
Okay.
Or not this weekend, but the next weekend. Bill's coming up. 95, it feels like 102. You're cooking your ass off. The beer sales are up. Everybody hates it. It's hot as hell. The Marlins wanted their own stadium. They got their own stadium. Fine, great for them. But the Dolphins have like this awesome like Hard Rock Stadium now. They didn't only do it just for football. They're going to have tennis there now. They're going to have an F1 race here now. So there's other things they can do. Buffalo, I'm not sure what you're going to do in Buffalo besides snow ski and hockey. When you build a stadium somewhere in New York.
Okay. My last 2 points about the Bills. 2 things about personnel. Mitch Trubisky, he's awesome. He's from Chicago. 67% passer rating as far as completions. in the preseason against Chicago, his old team, 4 drives, first 4 drives, 4 touchdowns. Man's real.
I saw it.
He's real. I mean, it's going to happen. I mean, if our dude goes down for a couple of days, couple of weeks, we got a good backup.
You're good.
Who's from you? He's from Miami.
I'll give you that.
Russo.
I'll give you a check on that.
Thank you. Russo, defensive end. He was second in college football, all of college football, in sacks. He took a year off because of COVID. Now he's on the Bills again. Now he looks like Bruce Smith. He's got arms 20 feet long. Just telling you. I mean, that's my only update about the Bills. Same old Bills from last year, except those 2 additions. So that's my Bills. That's Miami talk. You guys go on for Jets.
You're good. You are good. I can't wait to talk in 2 weeks when Pittsburgh beats you, but we'll talk about that later.
So the Jets. So let's go into the Jets because it's boring. It's boring, but it's not boring because they have.
It's not that boring.
It's not really that boring. It's all new coaching. It's a new quarterback. It's somewhat of a new team, except it's not new ownership. And the new ownership is the problem there. I mean, I still think I'm leaning with the part of the media that has said, cool, let's replace all these people. We've done this before with the same ownership for now like 20, 30 years. So it's just the same dance again is what most people say. And I'm with that too. Like, this isn't legit until we see some actual progress here on the field. I don't see that. It's nice on paper, but I just don't think that this is going to matter too much. They might go with a 4-win season instead of a 2-win season.
Well, Zach Wilson, their new rookie quarterback, had 154.7 passer rating against Green Bay 2 weeks ago. So he's the real deal. I mean, he's a good quarterback.
Yeah, but against who? You know what I mean?
Green Bay.
But against what?
Against Green Bay, yeah. But second, third strings.
To be sisters of the poor, he had that good passer rating.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
So
I hear you, but screen passes to the against the practice squad.
Well, they got the Bills, Tyler Croft, tight end. They have a good receiver. Unfortunately, their other receiver went down for the year. Crowder, I think his name was. But yeah, I mean, they're getting there. I wouldn't lay down on them.
I got you, but we've seen them squander quarterbacks after quarterback. Sam Darnold, he's getting a second chance because the reason Sam Darnold's getting a second chance is because they just figure
first game of the year it's gonna be Darnold against.
Right.
Oh yeah. Oh, in the Carolina.
So Carolina's first game.
Darnold's in Carolina.
First game. Yeah.
And so that's kind of an exciting plot line going into next weekend. But at the same time, that the reason he got that opportunity is because they have the NFL as a whole has no faith in the Jets to the point where they're going to give a guy that did horrible with him a second chance and say, we can turn this around.
Who was the head coach last year of the Jets?
Adam Gase.
Oh, who did he used to coach?
Dolphins.
Oh, okay. Gone, and he's gone. He's gone. Okay.
Never getting that job again.
So one of my points would be, who is the most important person on a team? Who is the most important on a team? GM, quarterback, coach. What is it?
Quarterback's wife.
It might be ownership. Seriously, if the ownership, how do the Rooneys keep the Steelers together for so long, and Robert Kraft keeps the Patriots together for so long? Thank you. I kind of wonder if ownership matters more in the big picture of a franchise. Why is it that certain franchises are at the bottom all the time? The Lions, the Jets, the Browns are coming out of it.
The owner of the Jets is the ambassador to England.
Yeah, and so he's off in England all the time. He's not running the Jets. I mean, that's not really an excuse though. John Henry can run a championship MLB team in the Red Sox for 20 years and still have a team in the English Premier League in England. So having a job in England is not really an excuse for the piss poor performance of the
If Walter Matthew can run a great baseball team, bad news bears, I think the Jets can win.
Okay, but why can the Jacksonville Jaguars go to the playoffs a couple years ago and then go to crap and then get Minshew and then lose and then get Trevor Lawrence? It's the same owner.
Yeah, but
Trevor Lawrence sucked in the preseason, so I don't know what you're always talking about.
His last game was good, but
he's getting at though that he has a huge English connection as well as the ownership of the Jaguars there. Khan is obsessed with his wrestling league, not the NFL. And so that's where you see the ownership collapsing a team where they were able to get a window. They basically had what was supposed to be a 4-year window turned to a 1-year window. And so that's really what you're trying to say, Jeff, I think here.
Right. But by losing all these games, they got a great quarterback. Hang on, Paul. Hang on. They got a great quarterback. They got a great running back from the same college, which I think there is that thing of connectivity because Tua now has Waddle coming in from Alabama. You've worked with this guy for 4 years. So these coaches go, wait, let me get guys who have worked together, who know just the football mentality of maybe not the NFL, but being in college together at an NFL level in college. Clemson, Alabama, Georgia, Florida. These are almost the 34 through 36 NFL teams. You know what I'm saying? Because they're coached like NFL. My thing with Jacksonville, I know it's not AFC, but just bringing it into it. I think coaches have an influence on how they put players in positions to succeed rather than coaches who saying this is the way it's going to be, make it happen. This is why the Dolphins coaches are out of there. This is why the coach now is like, okay, here's my guy. I'm going to adapt to his like personality, what he's good at, and go with it.
So
Paul bailed out. He don't even care about. He don't care. Buffalo's gone. Jets are gone.
He didn't go towards the bathroom. He went the other way. So who knows where he went? I think actually, you know what? I think he went. I think he probably noticed that I was out of beer because I whipped out a Propel out of my backpack, and I think he was like, "Oh, he's thirsty and out of beer." Yeah. Anyway,
so tell me about. I'll go last of the Dolphins. You go next to the Patriots. Tell me your.
I would kind of want Paul to be here.
We could talk off topic if you want to, like just whatever. Yeah, I know it's not AFC, but Tebow getting cut. Tebow getting cut was a good thing. Obviously, it was a great story off season. I'm a Tebow fan. He's a Heisman Trophy winner. He's a great guy. Whatever. I'm just filling space right now because there was a big story in the offseason.
Well, let's talk about Tebow. Tim Tebow is the guy. Sorry, shout out to Patrick McCaffrey. No, not McCaffrey. Whatever his fucking name is. I thought it was a nice, fun cosplay that Tim Tebow did as a NFL tight end. Just as he cosplayed for the Mets as a slugger, baseball slugger, and as he did his cosplay for the as an NFL quarterback earlier in his cosplay career, I thought it was entertaining to watch. Him in a.
Well, it was actually pathetic. It was actually pathetic. The games he got in the plays he did. I'm a fan of him. I love him. I love him to death. It was really bad on film. Like it really was. Like it was. And he'll probably be the first one to tell you, hey, you know what? I'm 34 years old, man. Like, what am I even trying out for an NFL team for?
Yeah, hot
but you know what? He was the third highest, like, jersey sales, which, you know what, made
Not
Jacksonville a bunch of money,
Why don't you
made him
tie
a bunch of money for his causes. I mean, he's a freaking Heisman. He's still on the Heisman Nissan commercials. So, I mean, does it really matter how you make your money? I mean, like,
hold on, we're looking up his girlfriend.
Yeah, she's what, Miss?
that's his wife. He's married now, dude.
He's Miss Universe. I want to be married to Miss Universe besides my wife. But if I had to choose,
Miss Universe 2017.
Miss
And
Universe.
it's recent too, so
Wow. I want to be.
He's recently married.
I did not have my wife.
Yeah.
And he's back on the SEC network, and now he's going to debate Stephen A. Smith. What is it, Friday mornings or Monday mornings? So he's good, man. Like he's making his money, but he's putting his money to good causes. I can't really fault the guy for trying. Who wouldn't want the chance to try it? You know what I'm saying? I mean,
the only guy kneel down. Who you say it's okay to kneel down?
right.
Anyway, so she's from South Africa, won the Miss Universe in 2017, and that's pretty much all you got on her. I mean, they're trying to make some stuff, but she won Miss South Africa and Miss Universe in 2017.
They're very charitable. He wrote a kid's book in the off season. I follow him on Facebook. He's a pretty awesome guy. I'm not gonna fault a guy who was given a chance, just like the guys on ESPN and Fox and all these guys. You got a chance, you failed, and it's okay.
That'd be funny. Tim Tebow and The Bachelor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't. He does not PDA well. Like, do you remember his stories when he was on the Gators and the girls would come up and flash their tits next to him, like photobomb him basically with their tits, and he found this to be just such a crime against humanity.
Turn off. Yeah.
And I just had to be like, when I heard that, I was like, wow. I was like in high school. I was a junior in high school when I heard that story. I remember being like, wow. I wish I had that. I hope I have that problem when I get to college. And you know what? I never actually had that problem when I got to college. Not one time.
I did when I had a lot of cash, but that's a different story. All right.
Paul's back. Perry wants to tell Paul about how the Patriots going to do this year.
Well, not tell Paul, but we're telling the podcast. We wanted to wait for Paul to get here. I want to do my little bit of Patriots coverage here, Paul. It's been a hell of an offseason for the Patriots. I would say that signed, we got 15th draft pick overall. I mean, I know media already has this covered, but Mac Jones. You took in Mac Jones, and since then we've gotten rid of Cam Newton. And we were talking about COVID vaccines before. I think that plays a big part, although there is that rumor currently right now, a big debate with the Patriots is the rumor about, and we'll probably never have the answer as a fan base. We'll never have the answer as far as did they kick him off the team due to his stance on the COVID vaccine and his failure to uphold the protocol of the COVID vaccine, or is he kicked because he didn't know the playbook? Because Rob Ninkenbench, former linebacker for the Patriots, he has come out on record saying that basically he's on record saying that his connections with the Patriots show that Cam Newton was being taught the playbook this offseason by Mac Jones, and that Mac Jones understood the playbook that basically, and there's some reason for me as a Pats fan that watched all last season to believe that, because it seemed like he was never on board with the playbook, and Josh McDaniels and Cam Newton never seemed like they were on the same page the entire season. And during the season, Paul, you actually defended Mac Jones several times, and I'm not getting at you that you defended him, but you said, well, we did not have an off season this year. And you were right. We had no preseason and everything. Now we've had a preseason, and he just basically bombed through that whole preseason, and they kicked him out. And I think it's a dual thing between this Mac Jones issue and the Cam Newton issue. Now, Mac Jones also outperformed him, in my mind, in the preseason. He had 8 possessions. Every that he started 8 possessions. Every possession that Mac Jones had, all 8, they scored upon. Yeah, sure, maybe there was field goals in there, but he was getting down to that other side of the field every possession they had. And what's the statistic you're trying to pull up, Paul?
No, 36 attempts, 52. I mean, 52 attempts, 36 completions, 388 yards. The guy's real. 1 TD, 0 interceptions. I mean, the guy.
Where's he from? What college is he from? Alabama.
So that's the biggest thing that I have to bring to people's attention there. Another big move though is they got rid of Sony Michel. That's a huge move in my mind. And wow, there's something weird here with our video. It appears Paul Simpson is off over there. I think it might have been playing with the phone a little much for a live stream there, Paul. I understand you had things to do. That's okay. I don't know.
I don't think Sonny Michel's going to kill you guys not being there this year, though.
Don't worry about it. Right. Okay, Sonny Michel's not going to kill us. We have running backs actually, but that is big. That's an offensive
Damian Harris.
Yeah, we have Damian Harris. But what's also important though is, and I want to address this because I haven't had a chance to address this on the show, is the
offensive line.
Offensive line, is all. Oh yeah, everybody's coming back from the offensive line except a couple of players that I didn't like actually, but they were not really consequential. In fact, actually with Brown, Brown's now a superstar on Madden, for instance. Our right tackle.
You got Hightower and you got Van Hoy coming back.
Mm-hmm. You got some guys from the COVID coming back now. Yep.
Yeah. So yeah.
Rested and healthy for a year.
Yeah, so things are looking up on the defense, but also tight ends though. I want to bring up the Jonnu Smith and the Hunter Henry. I almost want to say Hunter Renfrow. Hunter Henry is there now, and that is a huge asset. The two tight end package, Josh McDaniels has had a lot of success back with Rob Gronkowski and Aaron. That duo was, they're trying to basically recreate the magic they had there with a little less murder.
Well, yeah, it's Gronkowski. He was a little. He had that killer instinct.
Gronkowski did. I have a feeling it was more on the Hernandez side of things. Gronkowski.
Oh shit, Paul, are you serious, dude? Oh man.
What was that? Guys, are you just finding out about Aaron Hernandez, Jeff?
No, I watched the whole series on Crime Network.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
the autopsy and his found his brain was funny. So okay.
Well, they talked about him being, gay, and that was kind of like the thing that kind of his boyfriend came out from high school or something. Just saying.
How about he just had some issues?
Yeah, there was a lot of problems there, but really, I'm just trying to say that's the last time the Josh McDaniels during that time period was able to show that they could have a dominant two tight end package out of him, and I think he's basically getting out that playbook from 10 years ago, and they're going to modernize that, and that's pretty much how they're going to run things. We're going to be doing a lot of running and a lot of big two tight end sets, but they're going to definitely also be passing. But they're going to definitely be set up for first down run.
It's not a gimme win playing them. I'm just telling you. I mean, they're the real deal. I think both Miami and New England are going to be good challenges to play with.
We're going to talk about this next week.
Fun. Yeah. You want a little rivalry. You want that. You want the competition. So it's going to be fun.
With all that being said, Paul, there's still a rookie quarterback. At this point in time, before the season even starts, I seriously don't think the Patriots are Super Bowl contenders this year. I think they're playoff contenders, but I don't see them getting much. I think that's going to be I see them potentially getting into the playoffs, but I don't see them getting deep in the playoffs. And I think Mac Jones might be a year two kind of Super Bowl. And I think that year two, you can start talking about that. But I don't think year one, I think with the rookie quarterback, it's asking too much.
I'm just going to go and generalize. We covered our teams, covered the Jets, covered the Bills in Miami. Before we wrap this up, let's just talk about general.
We haven't covered Miami yet at all, bud.
Yeah, we got to give him a moment.
All right, fine. What do you got? Bring it. I gotta go have a cigarette in the bathroom.
You don't have to listen to it. Well, I don't play you till week 2. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Thanks, we're not.
I don't play you till on week. Paul, you need to get to a place you can smoke, like a patio or something, like I do, or a beach. You have a beach? Oh, you don't have a beach. I'm sorry.
It's let's just be courteous so we can do this again here if we need to. So
yeah, we don't need to get kicked out on our first time, Jeff. Thank you very much for the suggestion.
Do you have a beach? I have a beach.
Oh, it's friggin' landlocked, man. You got to go. The closest beach is a lake. Lake Erie.
Lake Bimini.
Lake Erie.
Bimini and what? The other beach name?
God, I got.
Well, no matter what a beach I produce from is going to be South Beach next week.
Okay. I want to see a lot of topless girls and all you can do.
Oh, you like that? You like that beach down there, huh?
Well, I don't like topless girls. My wife says I don't.
All right. So we covered the Jets, the Bills, the Patriots. Now it's the lowly Dolphins. My turn. I'll keep it short. I'll keep it short and sweet. The biggest news is Watson taking over Tua. Okay, that's fine. Watson's got problems. Tua had to sit out behind our famous Fitzmagic, who Paul loves because he had him as a quarterback for years. I really think that this is Tua's breakout year. The Dolphins fans are excited about Tua's breakout year this year. I think he's going to show a lot of freaking improvement this year. He's coming off a full preseason. He's coming off OTAs. Yeah. He's learned the playbook. Yeah. He's not going to.
Jeff, stop for a second. Real quick. Fitzpatrick was signed a Buffalo Bills contract for $8.9 million a year, which he was the highest paid quarterback in the NFL at that time of that contract. $8.9 million.
Okay, what did he do for Buffalo? What did he do for Buffalo that year? What did he do?
Well, he got the contract and got hurt.
Okay.
That was the highest paid quarterback in the NFL.
What year was this?
Well,
like 98.
Oh, 98, I believe it then. Okay. I was going to say that
I actually expect Fitzpatrick next year to like blow up in Washington. I think Washington is a great team. He's not AFC East. I'm glad he's gone because there was so much friction last year. He did his coaching thing. As he came back and said he was actually surprised in the offseason. Oh my gosh, you're pulling me to put Tua in. Yeah, dude, we just picked a number 5 pick to be our quarterback. Did you think he would stay here forever? Like, come on. So Miami is pumped. I read the blogs. Miami's pumped on Tua. We have a good quarterback for the backup. We have Jacoby Brissett out of Palm Beach Gardens, Dwyer High School, who actually has some NFL experience, who has won some games. I'm not really worried about the quarterback. I'm not worried about my defense. I'm not worried about my tight ends. I'm not worried about my kicker. I'm worried about my offensive line giving Tua more than 3 seconds to complete a pass. So,
yeah, Austin Jackson's done. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah, so what's our scheme? Tua gets a 3-step drop, get it out of your hands, get it in Waddle's hands, Get it to your running backs out of the backfield. You know, maybe a little extra protection for a tight end or a running back for a pass.
Farther than 20 yards.
No, he won't. That's not our game. Our game is get 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5, get, reasonable, distance on 3rd down.
In the box every time and shutting the running game down.
He's not a bomber, dude. But we have to do our running game. We need Ahmed to step up. We need Gaskin to step up, their teammates. And we need some protection on he's left-handed, so we need protection on the left side for that backside. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Eichenberg at Notre Dame never gave up a freaking sack in his whole career. Step up, bud. Here's the NFL. You played at Notre Dame. Let's go, man.
So basically what you're telling me, though, is that they are running basically a little Belichick offense. They're basically doing little Josh McDaniels, really, on offense.
That's what you're going to have to do because we don't have a line to protect him long enough. Was Tom Brady a big bomb guy? Not really. He was a pick and peck, dude, all the way down the field. I will nickel and dime you all the way down the field.
He will, but he had that option. I personally witnessed him being a big bomb guy. If he had the tools, he was capable of it. 100% capable of it. Most of his career he didn't, but when he had Randy Moss, I watched him personally. Right. I watched him actually demolish the Dolphins in Foxborough during their almost perfect season where they lost only in the Super Bowl to the Giants. But
did you watch the game where Tua came in for what's his name out of Philadelphia now, and threw the bomb so he can throw 60 yards if he needs to, but he needs time to do it.
Gotcha.
Well, he's not going to have that time. Yeah. He's not going to have. He doesn't have his Alabama line in front of him right now. This is the NFL, so it's going to have to be pick and peck and be accurate. He's learned over the year to be more anticipatory. Oh, that's a big word for me right there, but anticipatory for the NFL to this guy will be open, throw it up to him. You got Parker, you got Waddle, who's fast as hell. You got Gesicki, big old tall dude. Paul loves that guy. It's when we do our picks next week, it's going to be a 3-point game next week. I guarantee you that. When we do our picks, it's going to be tight as hell.
They moved your game from 1 o'clock to 4:30, which is big. So, which is cool. I get to watch both. I was freaking out about the tech to have 2 games on at the same time in my front yard. I was really okay. I draw one from
you're the late game, right?
No, you're the late game.
Oh, we're the late game. Okay.
They just moved
because
it.
We're the best. They did. Okay, we're the best game then. That's why.
But no. We got the star set up for the commentators. So we got Ian. What's his name? Whatever. Iron Eagle. So yeah, we got him as our.
I like how Perry's fixing his back screens from the bar.
Yeah, nice That's house. Awesome.
Yeah,
you like this nice house that I've made for Skis? I've domesticated the place, Paul.
Yes, you have. You've done some nice decorating.
Whoa.
Oh. Wow. Yeah. It's like whippets.
Yeah. I'm just toying with the green screen effects here with the webcam. But
I want to learn that from you, by the way. Anyways, I like how our podcast is. Our stuff isn't boring like them other Dolphins ones are. One guy talking and just giving stats and stuff. I just kind of be emotional about my team. And Perry, I'm gonna get you that Patriot head actually, because that would look awesome on your head with your hair going on there.
Are you talking about the one with the? Are you talking about the Minuteman hat?
Yeah. And it's way cheaper too. It's like $10. I'm not spending $32 on you. Sorry, bud.
This is
what's that one?
Oh my goodness, look at these guys.
This is like, oh, there's more.
Some fun.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm putting wagers out there.
Teach me
Nice.
that so I can do that to my
Pull that.
put my dolphin thing on.
Yeah, for an audience that isn't seeing the video feed, this is very boring. What is this? We're at a super soft party.
Yeah, it is. I'm feeling a little tired. I'm gonna lay down on that.
Yeah. And we're being XP land. Windows XP landscape.
Okay.
Okay.
Hobby Hills.
All right. Anyway, we're gonna have to
Wrap it up.
yeah, we're probably gonna wrap this up, but any last words anybody has to say?
Go Bills. This is pretty cool. I'm glad we can get set up really fast. Our big premiere of our live podcast is next week at 12 o'clock. We're just gonna do picks. Nothing big. It's gonna be a half hour. We're gonna have a live band shortly before that. We're gonna bring the whole neighborhood out, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. It is. But I tell you what, don't talk to me about anything about party after 1 o'clock, because I'm just gonna watch the game. And if anyone wants to talk to me, don't. So stay away from me. But after 1 o'clock, it's game on. Go Pittsburgh. Not.
Like after 1 o'clock?
Yeah, no.
You said after 1 o'clock, don't talk to you. After 1 o'clock,
it's
though.
the game. You don't talk during the game.
You don't talk during the game.
Well, you can talk during the game and yay, scream, yeah, but really, you don't want to handle anything at 1 o'clock when the game's.
I'm gonna totally send you like text the whole time, Paul, and just blow your phone up just because I can.
Anyway, okay.
I kind of like Paul's face, like floating in the like starlight. That was awesome.
Oh, when he was.
Oh, fair, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, good talk.
So, okay. Yeah. I like that you like how my face looks under the starlight. Yeah, have you guys ever been to Five Guys?
No.
Yes.
Exactly.
You have?
Yeah. Get
Man,
the hot dog, folks.
I haven't been to Five Guys in forever. I love having Five Guys in my mouth.
God. With that, we need to close out.
Okay, so it's getting silly. This has been the AFC East podcast brought to you by NAFCo and Dakota, the Du Bois Area Council on the Arts, as well as West PA Systems, your 21st century solution to your electrical contractor needs.
Really, you ended with that.
Ending it. Oh, with my. Yeah, okay. Five Guys is not a sponsor of AFC East by NAFCo.
I can ship y'all some public subs overnight or something. I don't know, like from down here.
Never had one.
They're
Public
awesome.
sub.
They're awesome.
Oh,
Have you guys been to heard of Cronus Grinders?
I don't have that down here.
No. Well, in my
I'll send you-
hometown, there's a place called Cronus Grinders. It's a little tiny shop, but the sign says world famous Cronus Grinders. So I assumed you guys have heard.
No.
Okay.